I got stoned on the way over here tonight, didn't you? Yeah, because you can't smoke in the club anymore. Been warned about that. Do that. Pull over at the red light. Have you ever been so stoned you can't tell if your window is up or down? You ever done that? I'm at the red light and I'm like, God damn, look at that. I can't even tell if my window is up or down, and I know I'm on a motorcycle. That's the thing. I'm on it. Heard about that new LSD that they have out that's in a suppository? It's LSD in a suppository. And I'm like, why would they put it in a suppository? And they go, your body absorbs it better that way. I'm like, I bet the fuck it does. You washed your hands, right? I don't like that. And the weird part was, one of my friends, he tried it, tripped his ass off, literally. He farted and hung in the air like a heart, and there were birds flying around in it. His mom came over and goes, what's that? And I had to go, it's art, because no one else could explain it in time. That's always a good excuse, it's art. So don't pop it. Now you let the birds out. Don't smell your finger. Why are you mad at me? I asked you not to do it every time. It's my fault? Fuck me. How many people are actually scared of me at this point in the show? Okay, we're gonna build. Did you know Stevie Ray Vaughan was buried with his first guitar and now I have it? Because I also have a shovel. It stinks, but it plays like new. People are going, I don't know if I like this guy anymore. Here's another weird thing. I used to live in Hollywood, California, and I would just like to add, fuck that place too. Yeah! Hollywood, California. Man, Hollywood's a scary town. When I first moved to Hollywood, me and my roommate are sitting there, we're watching TV. My roommate was an editor guy that worked for CNN, and we're sitting there watching TV, and they go, tonight in the news, just ahead, and then they went to a commercial break. And I was like, they kind of fucked up in their newsroom, didn't they? And he's like, how? And I go say they said tonight in the news just ahead, and they're supposed to tell you the story that keeps you interested after the commercial, but they went to the commercial. And he said, no dude, this is LA. Somebody found a fucking head today. Next day I'm jogging in the canyons in Griffith Park, and just guess, who finds a naked body with no fucking head on it? Guess. Me. I fucking freak. I'm like, I don't know what to do. It's like before fucking cell phones. That's how old I am, yes. And I have to go run down to where the bathrooms are because they have a payphone there, and I call 911 and I go, I was jogging in the canyon and I found a naked guy with no head. And she said, is this a joke? And I said, you tell me where the fucking punchline fell in that one. She said, sir, you cannot be joking. I'm not joking. Sir, you cannot be joking. Here's the deal, bitch. Okay. He didn't like that either. I said, I was watching the news yesterday and it appears that you have a head with no fucking body on it, and then I found a body with no head, and for some reason I thought maybe we should talk. She goes, describe where the body is, and I go, it's about a mile inside Griffith Park from the entrance, right about approximately a mile. He's in a ditch that's next to the jogging trail. And they said, what's the address? And I said, trees don't get mail, trees are mail. They go, describe where the body is better than that. Okay, there's a big rock, a small rock, there's a leaf and a twig, but you better hurry if you're going to catch that fucking frog, because he looked at me like, bitch, I could jump. You don't know me. Even the frogs in Hollywood are cocky. So she convinced me to go stand next to the body because they're going to have to send an ambulance down the jogging trail, and I have to show them where the body is. So I run back, and I'm in the ditch, and I'm standing there next to a naked guy with no fucking head. And all of a sudden I realized this is kind of like an acting structure when I used to take acting lessons. You know, kind of like one of those, how innocent do you think you can fucking look in Los Angeles as people jog by? Go. Good thing I took 6 years of acting too, because here's how innocent I can look. I found him. He was here when I got here. Here's the worst part. An African American gentleman jogs by, and for some reason I said, try to help half a brother out. More like 3/4, but still. Here's the weird part too. The guy is dead, naked with no head, and he has an erection. I used to think you have to have fucking blood pressure to have an erection. I checked his pulse, it's fucking 0/0. There is no heartbeat. You fucking check, there is no heartbeat.
Really?
No heartbeat. And the funny part was, all of a sudden there was a gang coming down the thing, and I thought, this is the first time in LA that I'm not afraid of a gang. The second we made eye contact, I just said, that's right! Check it out, motherfucker, you wanna be next? Walk. And I'm sitting there, and the weird part is his erection has a sunburn on it. I have never seen a sunburned penis, and neither have you, because guys don't do that. You know not to leave that out in the fucking sun. If you play around your pool naked, you slather that motherfucker with fucking sunscreen. And I'm sitting there, I was thinking, maybe it's an abrasion, maybe they drug him face down. I was looking, I couldn't tell, and all of a sudden I realized as some people jogged by that fucking looks bad. I'm just checking.
Wow.
Finally, the ambulance shows up and he goes, are you the person that called? And I said, I don't know. Did you get 2 calls? You got 2 calls, there might be someone else. He goes, help me get this igloo cooler. And I went, thank God somebody brought a fucking beer. I need one. I need a beer. They open it up, there is no beer in there. It's a guy's head on ice, and they got all these tags on it with little notes written on it. And I'm thinking, this is not the way we do shit in Texas. You take the body to the morgue, you don't bring the morgue to the body. And the guy pulls it out, he puts it on there, and he goes, here, let me fix the patient. I said, let me watch Dr. Jesus. Fucking dead, dude.
Awesome.
And you know that's not a screw top. You're doing that. I started leaving. The guy goes, where do you think you're going? I said, I'm going home. And he goes, why would you do that? And I said, because I pay rent there and that shit makes sense to me. No, I do it like that. And he goes, no one can leave until somebody pronounces him dead. Okay, fuck it, I'll do it. He's dead, can we go now? He goes, only a doctor can make that distinction. I said, first of all, I'm no doctor, but I've played one in a treehouse. And I know dead when I poke it. He's dead. No heartbeat, he's dead. Finally, the coroner shows up. He puts on pink rubber gloves. Everybody backs up, and I do too, and I grabbed a stick. And they go, what are you doing? I said, I've been to a fucking pink rubber glove party. Well, I thought it was an audition. They said they were making a movie. It was in the back of a paper. Paid $250. I still get money from Korea. I think I was raped. Is it raped if they pay you?
No.
That's what I thought. Got no case. The coroner examines the head and the body. He goes back and forth, and the coroner goes, And the ambulance driver goes, now you can leave. And I said, no, now I have to stay because I need to know what the forensic term fucking means. It has something to do with this story. The coroner said this head and this body aren't a match. And I moved back to Austin, I think it was right goddamn then. When you live somewhere and the heads and bodies don't really match up around you anymore, get the fuck out. So like about Austin, you find a head and the next day a fucking body, it matches. That's all I ask out of a town. And some live music. Other than that, I'm good. I'm good.